to keep his wife looking sexy and curvy. The man makes her swallow a pill every day. He even checks her mouth to ensure she swallows it before he can leave for work with peace of mind. He also calls home at exactly 2:30 p.m. daily to confirm she's at home. On the surface, the man seems like a control freak, but is that really the case? Adele was the only daughter of a wealthy family, living a life of luxury since childhood, but a sudden fire claimed her parents' lives. Her boyfriend David risked his life to rescue her from the flames, devastated by the trauma. She was admitted to a psychiatric hospital. David even pursued a degree in psychiatry for her sake. After her release, she was determined to marry David. In the years following their marriage, terrifying events unfolded, including a murder case, forcing the couple to relocate repeatedly until they settled in this small town. David found work at a mental health facility. On his first day, Adele accompanied him to meet the boss, Secretary Louise, merely curious to see what her new supervisor looked like. Was shocked to discover he was the handsome stranger she'd shared a one-night stand with at the bar 2 nights prior. As Louise stood there feeling mortified, she had no idea she was already being pulled into a terrifying vortex. That day, seeing Adele had been behaving well lately, David returned her phone and bank card. This made her ecstatic. Having money meant she could go out and splurge again. But the next moment, David made a request. He said his work was busy, he might come home late, and might even need to work weekends. Adele agreed to his request outwardly, but the moment she turned away, she began investigating the people around David. Early that morning, Louise had just dropped her child off at school. On her way back, she bumped right into Adele. Louise hurriedly helped Adele up, only to realize she'd collided with her boss's wife. She didn't want to engage with Adele further, but Adele was overly enthusiastic, insisting on grabbing her for coffee. Louise reluctantly agreed. Adele asked her many questions about David's work. At first, Louise didn't want to be friends with Adele, but Adele's scheme was so elaborate and meticulous that Louise found herself unwittingly drawn into the trap. Out of politeness, she shared her own situation, divorced for 2 years, with a 3-year-old son. She even inadvertently mentioned her sleepwalking. Upon hearing sleepwalking, Adele perked up immediately. During her stay at the asylum, she'd mastered the ability to control her dreams. She began to believe Louise was Kindred spirit, a perfect confidant. Before leaving, Adele asked Louise not to tell David about their meeting. Her explanation was,
"He can be a bit funny about mixing work life and home life. And us girls need some things for ourselves, right?"
Adele returned home in high spirits, humming a tune. She began painting. Soon, a forest scene took shape on the wall. When David came home and saw the painting, his expression darkened, for hidden within it was their murderous secret. That day, Adele texted Louise to invite her to the gym. Thoughtfully, she even came to pick Louise up early. Louise assumed it was genuine enthusiasm, unaware that this too was part of Adele's carefully laid trap. The workout was enjoyable, and Louise gradually let down her guard. Adele shared her experience of the fire with Louise, though she described it casually. It inevitably made Louise suspicious. How could a perfectly fine estate catch fire? How could a wealthy heiress fall for this man so completely?